Let's talk about powders. I've been getting tons of feedback and questions on my YouTube channel about you guys loving seeing what I have in my makeup collection. And you want to see more, especially when it comes to the face, like foundation and powder. There's people that are asking me, what's good for my skin tone, skin type? I've got oily skin, what can you recommend? So in the next couple of videos, I'm just going to take you through the products that give you a good base, a good foundation. Lipsticks and highlighters and all that other stuff, I have too many, especially when it comes to lipsticks, so I'll just show you guys those when I get ready and tell you the colors, but I won't go through individually what I have. So one of my subscribers asked me to show me setting powders, and I do have 3 baskets of setting powders, unfortunately. That's a lot, so I'm just gonna talk about them really brief and keep it moving. So I don't want to talk your ear out. If you want to know more about a certain powder that I've said, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll be sure to give you more details. So let's get into it. The first powder I have is the Vichy Dermablend powder. It's a white translucent powder. This is supposed to hold up for 16 hours. It's matte and a natural finish. This is a good powder. However, I don't really use a lot of white translucent powders a lot because they give a white cast, and you can get flashbacks in photos. But apparently swimmers use this. This is what the girl told me. She goes, oh, you'll love this powder. It will hold up because the swimmers use it. And I was like, really? Okay, but for me, I buy things, anything that says matte oil control, I'll buy it. And you know what? This is a nice powder and it's not that expensive. And Dermablend is known for their really pigmented foundation and everything like that. So this is supposed to hold up, and they have a darker shade for darker skin tones. They don't sell that out here, so I don't know where to find it, but I've seen some people on YouTube talk about it, and a lot of people rave about the Vichy setting powder. So I don't reach for it a lot because, you know what, I found something else I love. You know, the Laura Mercier is my ride or die. If you guys, especially darker skin tones that are looking for a powder that doesn't have flashbacks, I highly recommend you trying out the Laura Mercier. That's the only powder that doesn't give flashbacks or a white cast. It is so bomb. Like, you see a lot of people use it to set under your eyes. I've talked about it in previous videos. It's so good. It's my holy grail powder. So you know what? That's worth the money. It is higher end price, but it's good. But this Vichy one is not bad. I've got 2 Ben Nye powders. This one's the banana powder, and this is the beige Suede, and I bought this to set my face. Don't like it. The color's a bit off, so I don't use it. The Ben Nye powder, I used to love, but I fell out of love with it because, again, Laura Mercier and the Balsamic powders are my favorite. But a lot of people still swear and use this a lot. You can YouTube it, and it's great. So I would recommend that. The next one I have is the Revlon Nearly Naked. Looks like this. My shade is deep. And the deep isn't that deep, actually. It looks like this. And this is a lovely powder. If you want that nearly naked, really natural finish, this Revlon Nearly Naked line is awesome. Inexpensive, drugstore. You can find it at Walmart. Beautiful, beautiful powder. It's very silky on the skin, and it's very sheer, and you can build it up. And it's just, ooh, it's like butter in the compact. Yeah, I would recommend this powder to you guys for sure. And it's very sheer, but it sets your foundation beautifully. So that's another good one. I've got a lot of MAC powders, y'all, because we all know that MAC is awesome no matter what they put out. And they're always getting our money because they keep coming out with new things. So another favorite powder that I love is their Prolong Wear Pressed Powder. Looks like this. I'm in the shade Dark. Looks like this. And this is supposed to hold up with sweat, oil control, Prolong Wear. You know their Prolong Wear line is awesome. So if you pair this with their Prolong Wear foundation, budge proof makeup, you'll look flawless and fly all day. You know I love their Prolong Wear line, and I wear their Prolong Wear brow gel. I swear by that stuff. My brows don't move, as you can see. It is 5:30. I've had my makeup on since 7 a.m. and still look beat. Can't go wrong. Prolong Wear line. I've got a high-end one, L'Oreal it's not L'Oreal, sorry. Lancome Translucent Mattifying Silky Pressed Powder. This is what their compact looks like. My shade is 450 Suede. Looks like this. I usually wear this with the Tante Idole 24-hour foundation. This is beautiful. It's silky as well. Gives a nice finish to the skin. Sheer to medium. You can build it up, but it doesn't look cakey. And it's beautiful. However, Lancome, it's expensive, so I think this is maybe 40-50 bucks, but it's beautiful. I don't wear it a lot because I don't like to go through higher end products because it costs too much money. So I savor these and use, you know, the lower end products a bit more. My ultimate favorite setting powder is the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish. This is in the shade Medium Deep. I highly recommend everybody have this. Everybody on YouTube uses it when they do makeup tutorials. This is beautiful, really silky, gives you a nice natural finish, doesn't get cakey. You can wear this alone as well if you don't like the feel of liquid foundation. I know my sister likes this because she doesn't like liquid foundation on her face. And this gives a beautiful finish to your skin. If you just want to dust and go, running errands, going to school, I highly recommend it. Very, very great powder. I've got the Estee Lauder Double Matte Oil Control Press Powder. Beautiful package by Estee Lauder. This is the shade Medium Deep number 4. And this is a nice powder for oil control. If you pair this with the Double Wear Foundation, budge proof makeup, you'll look flawless all day. Is this also silky? Silky and smooth. I would say sheer to medium. Medium foundation. However, I don't wear it a lot because, you know what, I've got my other stuff. So, you know, us makeup junkies, we've got makeup products, you know, till the cows come home. We don't reach a lot and then it just collects dust. But this is good. Next powder I have is the NYX No Filter Finishing Powder. I just bought this about a month ago. This is in the shade Golden. This is just meh for me. Looks like this. Nothing crazy, just a basic powder. I guess it's kind of like a dupe for the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish. It gives a nice finish to the skin, but that's about it. I don't find that, you know, you don't need a filter because, you know, we'll always use filters till the cows come home, until the day we die. So, yeah, it's just okay. If you are an NYX diehard, you may want to try it. But maybe I'll just give it away to friends and family. I don't know. It's okay. The next basket I have, I'm just going to do a swap-de-doo, this is the e.l.f. Translucent Sheer Powder. And this is a white powder. And e.l.f. is okay. I love e.l.f. because it's super cheap. I think this powder was $3. This looks like this. And this powder is just okay. Again, it's a white powder, and you guys know how I feel about white powders. This can give a slight white cast to the skin if you put too much, but it's so damn silky. Oh my goodness, it's like butter on the skin. So, you know what, if you're looking for an inexpensive powder, definitely try this. People with light to medium skin tones will love it. I did try setting with it, and it gives a beautiful finish to your skin, so you can't go wrong. I'd say definitely try it for $3. Why not? Why not? I've got two bronzers by NYX. These are their matte bronzers. I love NYX matte bronzers. They are beautiful. They're awesome, inexpensive. I've got the shade Medium Tan, which is this one. As you can see, I use them a lot because I've hit pan. And the other one is Dark Tan. So if I'm going to work, I'll use Dark Tan because I don't want to look too bronzed. And then if I'm going out, I'll use the darker bronze. But if you guys are looking for an inexpensive bronzer, definitely these are definitely worth it. Love it. Love it. My other favorite bronzer is the MAC Bronzing Powder. This is in the shade Medium Golden. And as you can see, hit pan. And I haven't bought a new one yet because there's still some in there. Beautiful. It's got some gold speck of shimmer in there. And this is awesome on the skin. Gives you that nice sun-kissed glow. Again, it's MAC. You can't go wrong. Definitely worth it. I've got the MAC Translucent Powder in the compact form. This is super translucent. Doesn't give a white cast on the skin at all. As much as I like really go in, nothing. So it looks like, so you can't see anything. This gives good finish to your skin if you don't want to use a colored powder. I find that sometimes if I use colored powders, they can change the color of my foundation and you kind of look a little darker or oxidize a bit. But Not a lot of them do that. The MAC Mineralize definitely doesn't oxidize. So if you don't like that, definitely get the translucent and the compact. You'll be good to go. Another MAC Mineralized skin finish I have is in the shade Sun Power, and it's like a reddy orange undertone to it. I don't really use this a lot because I don't like the red orangey undertone to bronze. I just look too orangey. I don't know if you guys can see that, but too orangey for me. Some people love it because it gives you that sun-kissed glow, but not for me. I like more of a golden undertone to my bronzers. So, but it's their mineral finish line. It's beautiful. You can't go wrong with it. Everybody should have this in their purse. If you are combination oily skin, this is MAC's Blot Powder. This is the shade Medium Dark. Looks like this. I also have the dark one because this is a little light for me. This is ultra translucent. You will see no white cast whatsoever because it's strictly a blot powder. So if you're oily, this is perfect for touch-ups. Keep it in your purse. I just go in, you know, touch up my nose, and it holds the oil. This is an awesome product. So definitely something you should walk around with throughout the day if you want to touch up. Two more MAC powders I have is their Select Sheer Press Powder. I've got the shade NC45. This is a very light sheer powder to set your makeup if you don't want anything heavy. This is great. Super silky, like butter on the skin. Really nice. All you need is a light hand with this and your makeup is set beautifully. There's no really oil control or anything with this. This is just a nice, you know, just an everyday setting powder. And again, my shade is NC45. For those that want to know, my shade in MAC is NC4445. Oldie but a goodie, everybody has it. I've had this for a while. It's their Studio Fix Pressed Powder Foundation. This is a heavy foundation powder. For those of you that don't like the feel of liquid foundation, you can wear this on its own because it's a powder foundation. I'm in NC45. Some people use this to actually set their makeup, but if you're going to use this, don't use too much. Don't go heavy-handed with it because it's a foundation. So you're putting foundation on top of foundation. You can look thick and cakey, but it's good at controlling oil. It's a matte powder, so you will stay matte if you like that effect, and it lasts throughout the day. It's really good. I would not recommend touching up with this because you will get cakey, and it's not a good look, cakey foundation. So however, if you're setting your makeup and you want to get away that powdery look, just spray some of your Fix Plus or your setting spray and it will get rid of that matte powdery look. Okay, so that's it, and I think that's it, y'all. That is all the powders I have, I believe. Actually, no. I've got one more. I lied. It's far in the corner. So I'll go through this basket really fast because I don't really reach for these powders a lot. They're just my meh pile. It's just like, okay, I bought it. It's okay. It doesn't do anything that great. I put it away. This is the NYX Mineral Set It and Don't Fret It Matte Finishing Powder. I bought this because I was roaming the aisles and I was like, oh, this looks new, I'll buy it. And it's okay, it's meh. Some people would say it was a dupe for the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Powder, but I don't reach for it. It doesn't do anything for me, so One I don't really reach for at all, I don't really like it. It's the CoverGirl Loose Translucent Medium Powder. For me, I'm not a real fan of CoverGirl line. I don't know why. I haven't had bought anything that excites me in that line, so I don't use this at all. This I bought to set under my eyes. It's a medium tone. It's got some little shimmer particles in it. It's okay. For students or anything like that, just starting off in makeup, definitely give it a try. But for me, it's just, it just doesn't do anything for me. It's just okay. Whatever. It's just a powder. I've got a Ben Nye Medium Pro HD Compact Powder. Looks like this. I'm in the shade Bella 005. I bought this powder a long time ago when they came out with their HD line. And it's okay. It doesn't do anything for me. The shade is too light, so I don't use it. It's just meh. Next is the Hard Candy Translucent Finishing Powder. I bought this as well because I'm always, you know, intrigued with finishing powders. This is supposed to be oil control. I can't remember if it gives off a white cast. No, super transparent. Nothing left on my hand. I don't reach for it a lot because it didn't do anything much for you. But again, drugstore people, students, you know, people that don't have a lot of money that like makeup, you know, definitely try it out. You never know. L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. It looks like this. I'm in the shade C8 Cocoa. We all know that the L'Oreal True Match line is fantastic. I bought this to not contour with, but bronze, and this is beautiful. Their True Match line is awesome. You guys can't go wrong. Their liquid foundation is lovely. A lot of people rave about it, and they came out with a new formula and stuff, but I don't have their foundation because, again, you know, I like what I like, but this is a good inexpensive powder. Next is another drugstore product, the NYC. This is their Smooth and Natural Matte Powder Bronzer in Golden Glow. Looks like this. I love NYC products. They're so damn cheap and their stuff is great. So, you know, for anybody going to school or likes drugstore products, this is super cheap. I think their eyeliner mascaras maybe like $5 or $6, but this is a beautiful bronzer. So, you know, when I reach for something lower end on the days that I just don't want to get dolled up, I'll reach for that. Another powder, I don't know if anyone's heard of Femme Couture. This is their Mineral Effects Baked Bronzer. I bought this when I was at the beauty store because, you know, when you're a browser and something catches your eye, you got to buy it. Silky powder, nothing special, just a cheap powder from the beauty store. It's okay, whatever. My ultimate favorite drugstore brand is the Maybelline Fit Me line. This is their pressed powder in the shade 330 Toffee Caramel. This goes perfectly with the foundation that I have that I showed you. I also have the foundation in 330. Those two paired together are beautiful. The Fit Me line, guys, is just awesome. So silky smooth. This one is for normal to oily skin. Awesome. I don't know. I can't say anything bad about it. It's drugstore. If you guys want to buy a product from the drugstore that has pretty much a lot of shades for everybody and the products are amazing, get the Fit Me line. Their powder, their foundation, their concealer, bomb. It's awesome. I will continue to buy this. And last but not least is the Sonia Kashuk Brightening Powder. Looks like this. It's a white powder with some little shimmery particles in it. This is a dupe for the Laura Mercier brightening powder that I talked about in my last video. This was okay. It's nice. Sonia Kashuk, great products. You can get it at Target. But the Laura Mercier one is better than this. It's just, you know, Laura Mercier is bomb with her products. But if you want something inexpensive that's a dupe for the Laura Mercier, I definitely recommend this. I usually reach for my drugstore lower end products during the weekends when I'm not going anywhere, you know, going out or going to work. It's just because, you know, it's those products that you can just throw on and, you know what, you still look, you know, you still look cute. But because I spend money on all of my higher end products, I don't wear those on the weekends unless I'm going somewhere special because I like to savor them. I like them to last long so I don't go through them and end up spending money like every couple weeks or whatever. But this is a good powder. And finally, that's all I have. That's all my powders, guys. And please keep the suggestions coming. Let me know what else you guys want to see. And I promise tutorials will be coming soon. I know you guys are patiently waiting to see how I do things. I'm going to be answering all of your questions. A lot of you guys want to know different things, and I'm so happy to just offer you guys up my suggestions. This is so fun. I'm enjoying it. But with that being said, you know, I always say it. Like, share, subscribe, tell people about me, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.